Mm-hmm.
Hey, there we are.
Where? We're live?
We are live,
live.
Oh, we are?
ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we're live now.
Look at
Oh,
that.
geez, I could turn the audio off on the other. Son, you got to turn your radio down. Good morning, good noon, and good night, and welcome to the Upland Action News. My name is LeftHousr. Today is September 2022, and the year is September 2021. And there's a lot going on in the metaverse. We have an amazing guest that we're about to bring on into the old Upland Action News studio. His name is Kenn Bozak. But before we do that, let me say hello and introduce my brother, Nft Left. Nft Left, my brother. How are you doing today on this fine Wednesday?
Cheers to you on this Wednesday. Drop Tuesday is upon us and behind us now.
So we're on drop day 2.
That's right. All week long, we got the CEO of NFTs in the house today. Wax gang. Look at those faces flashing behind us. I see a lot of people in the Discord posting their one-of-ones of the Action Clubcard holders. Very cool to see. So happy to be here. Wednesday, hump day.
And Uncle Mars, Utah. How are we, buddy?
Oh, fantastic on this NF Tuesday or Wednesday, whatever day it is. You know, it's just we've been having so much fun this week that it's all blending together with these drops. But yeah, I'm excited. I still have to do my blends.
Oh, yeah. You still got some blending to do, huh? So do I. Yeah. I didn't do them all. I just did a couple of them. And, but yeah, I was thinking maybe we could do a little bit of blending live on the show, maybe.
Were you exciting. At practice last night, or what happened? I see your baseball uniform. Were you practicing? Is that why you missed the blends, or?
Yeah, we're getting ready for the playoffs.
All right.
You know, bringing the Mars Utahs into the playoff. No, I'm just kidding. No, you know, I am an East Coast guy, so I don't know what time it got sorted out, but you know.
Yeah.
Busy day today, so I forgot about the blends. I was too excited about the show. We got the bro on the house. The last time I spoke with him, we were hanging out around the In-N-Out burger truck, having a whole bunch of laughs. So it should be a good show.
Oh yeah. I'm looking at some of these Action Family member cards that people have cracked open, put up on in the general discussion. There's some good ones out there. I saw somebody cracked open a celebrity panda mask, and I was rocking the crown. It's somewhere in here. Man, it looks good. Man, does it? Oh, here it is. Look at this lineup right here. That somebody got. Oh no, that's a chain wreck. That's a chain wreck in there. With the crown on it. That's sick.
Wow. Nice.
That's a really nice one. Whoa, wow.
Wreck with a crown.
Yes. Let's bring in the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Kenn Bozak, into the Action Studio so we can get this conversation started off proper.
What'd you say, Hammer?
Proper.
Nice.
Mr. Bozak. Mr. Kenn Bozak. Hey, buddy.
How goes it, bros?
Good,
to see you again.
How are you, man?
Well. I'm good. Actually, while I was in the waiting room there, I went over to Atomic and I bought the mint number 1 of the Action Family pack.
No, you did not.
Yeah, so now I have mint number 1.
That's amazing, man. That's super cool.
Oh yeah,
nice.
Thanks for doing that. Thanks for jumping into the Action Family. You've got a kind of like a family thing going too as well. You've got the bro token that you just launched. Is that right?
It's the Kenn token, and the only reason I didn't go with bro token was because I wanted to show at least my community that it means enough to me that I'm gonna put my fucking name on it. Not like Logan Paul with like dink doink and hiding behind, like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like I could have named it bro and I could have walked away and rug pulled, nobody would care, right? But if you call it Kenn, you know, it's letting people know like this is going to be my life now. Like, so I went and decided to use my name on the token instead of bro, but it is essentially the bro community token.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, the bro community. I keep seeing it all over the place. The bro
community. Bro community is going to be nothing but growing from here on out, man. I'm looking forward to seeing that. And just a lot of the people in my community that are growing their own communities and sort of now tethering all of our communities together to kind of like empower all of us. And then why I'm doing the Bros 420 membership thing is to kind of monetize that efforts that all of us in the community are doing, you know, like with their own social token. I mean, that's why I love NFTs, you know, they're non-fungible social tokens, but I feel like once you start playing in NFTs, you'll find the rhyme and reason to incorporate a token into that. So you have a fungible token and non-fungible tokens for your community.
Yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely. So Ken, where does Kenn Bozak begin? Like how did you find yourself in the crypto space and in the NFT space? How did that start?
Uh, 2015, I think Snapchat was doing an IPO, and I was saving up some cash, doing my own research, looking into Snapchat. I didn't know nothing about investing. I just knew like, hey, I should probably do adult-like things because it's adult-like times, right? So I had a couple grand in cash, and I, you know, saw it doing nothing in the bank. That became immediately obvious. I was like, why is my money sitting in the bank? The price of the flat screens keep going up. The price of cigarettes keep going up. My money isn't going anywhere but down. And I was like, oh yeah, this is why people buy gold or stocks and shit, right? So 2015, I was thinking about going into stocks, Snapchat. And I saved up, did the research, and found out you had to be a accredited investor or a part of a brokerage that was like, you know, no more than 10 people worth no less than 5 million. I'm like, how the heck am I going to find friends like that? You know? So I didn't get in on the Snapchat IPO, and it went from $2 or $4 private to like 20 something bucks immediately public. And I was pretty upset, man. Like as soon as I saw that I wasn't allowed to take, you know, opportunities, that, you know, I clearly, like, that's an opportunity. If I would have been able to throw my 5 grand in at $2 and $20 pulled it out, I could have become accredited doing things like this. I was actually about to go all in on gold and silver, and my buddy in 2015 said, dude, there's this like digital gold thing, and there's this ICO. It's like an IPO. This thing called Ethereum's doing it, and there's no KYC. You can just invest in it. I was just immediately blown away by the permissionlessness of crypto. By the end of that day, hearing Bitcoin, I bought my first whole Bitcoin, not even knowing what it was. It was just off that conversation alone of the permissionlessness of how I could use my money without any gatekeeping.
Right on.
I kind of went all in 2015, and by the end of 2016, I was getting my weekly paychecks in Bitcoin every week. I wasn't even getting paid in dollars by the end of.
Okay, so you've been around here for a little bit of time then. So back then, were you always looking to the future of crypto for creativity? Like, because like I got into the space around 2016, 2017, kind of like a lot of people did. But for me, it was my older brother that just kept hitting us over the head, me and Emmett over the head with it. Like, you got to check this stuff out. You got to get into this. So finally looked into it and just started reading one white paper after another. And it was just like my mind was blown. But then I saw like, man, because I was making movies and music, and I've been selling music and movies from my bedroom forever. And I started seeing like, this is the true reality to like true ownership, selling your shit, blah, blah, blah. But it wasn't really fully there yet. You know, I was like jumping into whatever I could. I actually started selling music and stuff through Steemit. And I was like doing pretty well through that, met a pretty big community of musicians that way. And then, you know, like one thing led into another. But I always knew like, man, when this stuff kind of hits like this certain place, like it's going to be the best for creatives, for artists, for filmmakers, for musicians, for anything. And then it's like the NFT explosion happens, and it's like I'm seeing sort of what I was like envisioning in my head, like before my eyes. And since you've been that whole ride, did you know that this was coming?
Yeah, I was waiting for it. Like
Yeah.
NFT. Yeah, I mean, so I got in around 2015, 2016, but even then, Namecoin has already been around. And I was already familiar with color coins. And so like the concept of a coin or a token that was not fungible to one or the other from the same token supply was already in my mind. Like, yeah, color coins, and Namecoin did the NFT thing with the in the memo, it had an HTTP link for a website, which technically made it a non-fungible token in the transaction history sense. So all that was already there when I got in, and I'm happy I went down the boring ass rabbit hole of color coins and all that stuff to where I was like, wait, why aren't we doing like Pokemon cards on this yet? Like that does the Pokemon token, and this is a Charizard, that one's a Bulbasaur, that NFT, and then CryptoKitties came out, and I was just like, yes, immediately was like, and I mean, everyone was already blown away, but we could breed them. They're not just non-fungible, they actually are functional non-fungible, and they create more non-fungibility from the utility. It was amazing. So like even in 2016, just from like color coins alone and things like, I was waiting for that level of gamification to come to the blockchain. I was a little bit more impatient though, because as soon as CryptoKitties came out and this, I thought it was going to evolve quicker than it did.
Yeah.
And we're still here 5 years later, and it still feels like CryptoKitties is like the best of what we got to offer in far, you know what I mean? Like nothing. So I may have been impatient on it, but I'm happy to see it's at where it's at now as far as like experimental adoption.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting to see like, you know, Netflix NFTs for my membership on there. So when I'm done with Netflix, I could just trade it for a Hulu membership on a swap somewhere. That's where I thought we'd be already.
Yeah. Well, okay, so you know, there's a lot of, since you've been in the space for as long as you have, I mean, there's a lot of people that might be in a similar sort of time constraint or time frame of you that they're more like, you know, they're more like ETH maximalist or whatnot, you know, like I've been asking questions around, we, you know, had a top 15 of like the best stores to sell NFTs on, and Wax wasn't even on there. Like how do you find Wax, and like why do you accept Wax? Why is it like, why are you different than these other ETH guys that are like, oh, that's not even a thing, you know, like why do you find value here?
I guess that ETH thing is it's a whale circle jerk. So it's a bunch of millionaires and billionaires going to a local flea market and saying, yeah, this ain't worth my time. Of course it's not worth your time. You're a billionaire. You ain't gonna make no money at a flea market. But Wax is sort of where that flea market kind of environment can thrive, where you can flip a nickel into a dime or a dime into a dollar. You don't need $50 just to have a transaction, you know?
Right on, yeah.
So to me, that's the difference in conversation you have with Ethereum versus most NFT-based blockchains these days. Is it's a pretty elitist, members-only circle jerk. And if you want something to take off, you're going to want Mark Cuban to promote it, right? Well, Mark Cuban promoting CryptoPunks, so you better have a CryptoPunk if you want to have something crypto that Mark Cuban's pumping for you. And I think that's really that environment on Ethereum is buy something, celebrity promotes it, sell it to somebody, and move on to the next thing. Where Wax is more of an actual collection based environment where people are collecting, not just flipping or waiting for celebrities to, like, that's not even near Wax. So
right.
I'm looking at the daily volumes, and we're hitting about $500,000 on average every day in buy and sell on Wax. So it's not like it's not there. Like there's volume, there is liquidity for these NFTs. It's just, it's not one of those marketplaces where we're going to see the elitists come in and start manipulating the markets. I think this is going to stay a very generic flea market environment where you don't see a McDonald's at a flea market, right? You see a mom and pop selling burgers with their kids. That's Wax, selling NFTs with your kids. Ethereum, sure, that's where we're going to see the mainstream corporations come in and institutionalize the crap out of non-fungibles on that side. But we're going to have our, you know, flea markets over here. And I think that mentality is what we have to really kind of take into it. Is, are you all about the money, or did you buy Pokemon cards just because you thought they were cool? Because I don't know anybody I grew up with that was 11 years old that was buying Charizard saying, I'm going to get a Lambo with this Charizard. No, they were going to get a win. They were going to catch a dove with that Charizard. That's all they cared about. So you have to, like, what mentality are you coming in? Are you collecting things because you love them, you think they're cool, and who cares what they're worth? Or is the only thing you're doing is buying something because you think it's going to be worth money? And if that's the case, just think back to the Charizard days. Either Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Digimon, XYZ, like all those things that came out trying to be that weren't. And now there is only the Pokemon, right? So just be careful going in with that I'm an investor mentality, and, you know, try to be a collector and have fun with it.
Yeah, I actually think it's kind of the only way that it works is if you're, you know, investing in things and getting into things that you actually like. If you're chasing the dragon, you usually get burned, and it's not fun. You know, I mean, Mars, you had an excellent scenario happen to you just recently with the those lions.
Oh, the lazy lions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What happened?
You want to tell your story, Mars?
I don't know. What story do I have?
Well, you bought a bunch of them, you know, because you liked them, and then Logan Paul jumped into it, and they all jumped up, and then like voila, you had like what 10 of them or something like that, right? And they all became an ETH.
Man.
Boom.
Yeah.
Oh wait, are
30
these
grand.
worth 1 ETH now?
Yeah, they're 1.7 right now. Is the
Shout
plan.
out to Miss Teen Crypto. I told her that shit was gonna 10.
Yeah, she got it.
Yeah.
She got in. She told me, and I told her, look, I really don't play with Ethereum NFTs, but I told her I was like, I'm pretty sure these are gonna do well
She
because I
got in
like
the
the
day before
community.
Jake Paul. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, the
Three
community
NBA
is
players
pretty good,
came in
man.
for that.
And I told her it was gonna 10x. It was 0.1 ETH when she got in, and now they're over 1 ETH. So congratulations, Miss Teen Crypto. GG.
Yeah, I saw her
She
show up
called it.
just in time. But yeah, I just got into them just because I legit I like the art. Like,
Yeah,
the
same.
project sounded cool. It didn't sound like just a celebrity circle jerk. So I was like, yeah, all right. I'll
And
get
they
in
have
there.
airdrops in the roadmap, right? Like there's like a lot of building on top of the asset that you got, that lion.
Yeah, you get roar wards every month. So it's percentage per lion. The one that doesn't go claim goes to a community pool. They have a lot going on. The Discord's crazy too.
This is collectible, gamified, decentralized finance. You know, imagine if your Pokemon card in your binder was giving you dividends on a regular from Pokemon Incorporated because of the value that their company has seen increase because of the give a shits that you have provided to their fucking product. That's what's happening automatically now with these assets as NFTs.
Weird,
No,
yeah.
it was good timing, but no, I was waiting. I was wondering. I thought you were waiting for a juicier story. I didn't realize.
No, just that
But that's
alone,
it.
you know.
Just bought them because you like them and they
That's
over
it.
10x, man. That's what it's all about. Just buy this, even because if it went down 10 times, you probably would have been just as happy because you could have bought more of them for a discount. And that's the thing.
Right.
If something goes down and you're happy because you can get more, and it goes up, so you're happy because you already got some. You know, that's where you want to be when you're getting involved in this space. Is you want to be happy either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think also too. Go ahead, Mars.
No, I was gonna say, you know, sometimes it works out, and other times I just wind up with a bunch of cool stuff. Either way, it doesn't suck.
Dave, I got a bunch of cool shit that ain't worth nothing to nobody but me, and maybe one other guy who keeps offering me shit on OpenSea. And that's about it.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, the other thing, you know, it's like Wax side of the game. There's all sorts of mechanics and, you know, the blendings and this and that, which lend to a lot of creativity. I am starting to see some of that start to show up on the ETH side of things a little bit.
How expensive it's going to be to blend? Get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah.
You're not going to touch nothing near what Wax is doing as far
very
as
true.
playing with your NFTs.
Yes.
But again, it won't matter because even $1,000 gas fee to blend your NFTs doesn't matter to Jake or Logan Paul because they're already multimillionaires. This is their playground.
Yeah.
I think that we have to let people know, like, yes, you can play in that playground because everything is permissionless, it's borderless. You know, there's no gates to entry, but your own self-conscious. You have to be aware enough to go, like, do I or don't I belong in that playground? And if things are playing in 5 figures for tens of thousands of dollars, and that's your yearly income, maybe don't participate in those playgrounds, you know, like, and that's what's happening. A lot of the times I've been seeing is people bag holding these NFTs from celebrities. Now, even Elon Musk's wife, what's her name again? Grimes. She did an NFT and it's still down 80% from the drop value. So she sold an NFT. It's still worth 80% less than what she sold it for. His own wife. He can't even pump his own wife's bags. And he's here pumping Doge. Like, be careful what celebrities you run for. Like anything Logan Paul or Jake Paul, those people touch, I can't participate in it. And that's why I'm happy, you know, like they weren't promoting the Lions until afterwards. Otherwise, it would have just been turned off. It's like such a turn off.
Yeah, it's definitely not their thing. They just bought one and sent one tweet about
And this
it,
is their most successful investments, not even their own. Like Crypto Zoo was a complete fail. Dink Doink was a complete fail. They're both going like they're both scams going down in the SEC book for sure. And the most profitable thing they're going to do is buy something just because they thought it was cool.
Right.
Yeah, now there's
Okay.
I saw John Wall from the Houston Rockets is trying to pump out an NFT set. I'm not sure on what chain, but he got immediately called out Baller Babies or something, but the background was apparently directly ripped from Fortnite, just not
Okay.
even changed at all.
That makes sense.
That's the promo image that they put out.
Did you see John Cena's NFTs?
No.
No.
Nobody did. He launched NFTs. Apparently, they didn't sell very well at all. And that's
was
what
there any that you could redeem to get jorts sent to your house?
Yeah, that's the thing I think they missed was the utility factor of it, and even a community-based utility. Even if it's a way to get a one-on-one with John Cena at a Comic-Con or something, it would have provided value. That's the thing. They don't want to create community. They want to create customers. And this is an industry where customers don't work. Community works. Your community are your customers. And if you don't have community, you don't have customers.
100%.
Once you buy, there's a then what? You know, it's not just selling the product. Move on.
Yeah.
Yes.
If there is a then what, right? Usually just selling the NFT, that's it. Like Will Shatner did it. A couple other celebrities, even on Wax, they just come in. I think Deadmau5 is planning a comeback or something, but even he did like a one and done. And it kind of, feels like they don't care about their own community, and they just look at them like, numbers, like a business looks at another customer. Customer number 74, come on in.
Well, speaking
yeah,
of
Weezer, that's another one.
Yeah.
I was bummed about that because I was hoping they would come out with some like moments, like the Top Shot stuff, where like clips of their videos and all this gamified blending some of their
They could have done
some of the
cool-
songs. They could have done so much, bro. And then we have people coming out of nowhere, like literally a Twitter account made yesterday coming into Wax today, creating a gamified, collectible, blendable, randomified pack out of no, and it does so well because they're building a community around that stuff. And Weezer just said, nah, we have better ways.
Treated it like a regular
We sell
album
T-shirts
drop
at
or-
Spencer's. We don't need this.
Yeah.
Wait, is Spencer still around?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, I love that place.
Yeah, I saw boner pills in there and like bitch be gone pills stuff, like still researching them all the. I'm like so happy they still have those jelly beans because I remember being a kid and getting them for my mom, and my mom was cool enough to be like cool about it. She was like really happy, like, oh yeah, my anti-PMS jelly beans.
Yeah, I remember those things. Those things were
Spencer's always had
hilarious.
the coolest stuff.
Yeah, it was like it was a heaven, like a little playground of shit, like that's all it was.
It
It's a
reminds
shit.
me of Wax NFTs. It's just
Yeah.
like shit to play with at Spencer's. Like Spencer's is kind of the same. I feel like the same people who buy Wax NFTs were probably Spencer's gift store.
Oh,
like,
full on.
people.
Well, when you had said that thing about the flea market, like I always sort of look, especially like Nft, I always feel like I'm going into like the indie punk rock record store in Austin, Texas, like on the drag, like and like looking at like these cool bands that I could never find in like a mainstream record store or whatnot. Like it's like I'll spend hours at night just like scrolling through Nft, like looking for the weirdest things just to pick up a couple of them. But speaking of NFTs, you buy them and then what? One of the things that I wanted to say today about the Action Family Club cards, if you're holding the Action Family Club card, we're gonna start doing monthly auditions, so you can submit your character every month, and a select few will be chosen to be featured in that month's animation, and we're going to do an Action Family Club card animation. And so when your card gets chosen to be featured as an actor in the animation, you'll get paid out from the NFT that's released and stuff as you would an actor. You'll get your cut. So we're going to start doing the Action Family animation cartoon series here, and if you're holding,
awesome.
you'll get to be part of it.
That's the utility we're talking about,
Right?
NFTs.
Right. So can we talk about some of the Kenn token? What comes with being
a couple holders here.
Yes,
by the way.
I'm a holder.
Holders, my son, Scormalian holder, he put me onto it. Went and grabbed the whale pass. Told brother about it.
Oh, that's love, man. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, appreciate everybody picking up the packs. It's brobros420.com. And yeah, you're getting, I guess, it's a pre-sale for the Kenn token, which is, the Bromunity token. And one of the main utilities.
Wait, tell me the address again. Bro, what?
Brobros420.com.
Okay, I had to roll that website up. All right, go for it.
So if you're holding NFTs of mine, I want, it's sort of like similar to our planet, but without staking, you'll be able to earn the token Kenn by holding my NFTs in general. So we wanted to put that into the mechanics. And then when you get the Kenn token, a simple utility right out of the gate is going to be my NFTs that I sell will be either for sale for Wax and Kenn or only Kenn token. So when I work with new artists, drop new NFTs, and do anything from my collection, I'll be using the Kenn token. So anybody outside the community is going to have to come in, buy the Kenn token from the exchange or from the community, then use that token to get the art from an artist that I'm working with that they might like. Because I work with many artists, probably over 100 artists in my collection already.
Yeah.
And that's another thing I did with my collection is I strategically collected as many different artists as I could, because if one of them takes off, it pretty much takes my entire collection with that one artist. And now I have 100 rocket ships in my collections tied to. So the Kenn token, outside of just being able to buy my NFTs, the Bromunity communities, people within that will be able to say, if you buy, same thing with mine. So if you wanted to buy an NFT for $1 in Wax, I'd be offering it at a discount in Kenn. So you could buy it with Wax, or you could get a discount with the Kenn token. And you yourself, outside of me, if you're doing a drop, you could use Kenn token. So if you're part of the Bromunity, you could do a drop for Wax, which normally goes, as is. And then you could offer an incentive and a discount by accepting the Bromunity token Kenn for your own art and drops outside of my collection. On top of that, real world utility, like when I did Shitcoin 2021 in Miami, if you're a liquidity provider or if you could prove stake, we'll be getting either, I don't want to say any liquidity because you can put like $1 up. That would be crazy because Wax works like that. It's not like Ethereum. So we're going to have certain tiers where, like, if you're providing enough liquidity, you'll be able to come to any event that I put together for free, basically. I don't want to say for free because you're providing liquidity, but for providing liquidity, you won't have to pay for the entry to the events. I'm doing a Halloween party in New York City. Pretty sure I got a call in a little bit after this with my manager and a couple people on my team to make sure we locked in the venue. So I can't say where, because I might have to change that, but Halloween, New York City. And if you're a Kenn token holder, you're coming in, no problem. So I wanted to give the real world utility to it in that sense of the crypto punks are talking about doing these crypto punk meetings where you're only allowed to come to the conference if you have a crypto punk, kind of along the same lines, except not only if, but if you have Kenn, you're going to be able to come into this event a hell of a lot more convenient than not holding the token. And It's all Bromunity based, right? And there's a lot of projects, and this to me is the most important part. So I did save this for last, but there's a lot of projects that reach out to me in emails that want to pay me to promote something or be sponsor of this or tweet that. And they just want to pay me. And the only reason they want to pay me is because my community put me in a position to where them paying me is of value to them. But that's only valuable because of the community that I'm on top of. So I had to figure out, how do I bypass me? So when I get those emails from a company that wants to pay me to promote something, how do I get the money to go from not me, but to the people that made me valuable? So now I can say, well, if you want to sponsor, you want to work with me, you're going to have to buy Kenn token. You're going to have to provide liquidity, and then I'll come speak at your conference, or then we can do a collaboration together, or then I'll promote your NFT project. So I wanted to be able to give all the value that's been coming to me from all the opportunities my community has made possible and give that back to my community. And the only way I could really figure that out is by creating my own token for my community, and then pretty much forcing the people that want to pay me to either give me a lot more that isn't my own token, or save themselves a bunch of money by going to the marketplace, picking up some Kenn, providing some liquidity, and joining the Bromunity, not just parasitically leeching off of it. But if you want to work with me, you're going to join the community, because it's not a one-night stand pump and dump promo. I want to work with people, and I want to work with them on long-term bases.
Badass, man. Like, yeah, you've got a pretty well greased and oiled machine, it seems like, and probably due to the fact that you've been around long enough. But it seems like you figured it out. It seems like, I don't know. For myself, sometimes I feel like I'm figuring it out like right after it's too late or whatever, and then I'm like, okay, now I get it, and then we're off to the next thing. And then, after a few years of doing that, I finally felt like, all right, I'm like right there in the middle of the conversation. I kind of know what I'm doing, but it took time, and it still takes time. And then you get focused on something, and then I miss out on something over here, like
all the time.
Yeah, it's nuts. And yeah, the more you know, the more you're missing out on something else.
I gotta give it to my team. I have a dozen people on the payroll now that have just been putting in work 9 to 5 type shit just for the community and for me and what I'm trying to achieve for my community. So it's definitely not just me. There's a dozen people behind me that are working 9 to 5, even maybe more now, putting in a lot of work into making sure that this is, because this has my name on it, but that's just because I wanted the peace of mind to people. You know what I mean? Like if it was a bro token, I feel like people would worry I'd walk away in a week or something because whatever. And if it's my name, how could you ever? I'd have to change my damn name. So.
Right.
I wanted to do that, but this is a community thing, and I'm very grateful, man, for where I'm at. Like I have nothing to worry about except my own health now for the rest of my life. Like, and that's because of the people that supported me. So I want to help as many people as I can out of those people that supported me to get to the same position in life.
And is that sort of like you say you have like 100 artists in the rocket ships? Yeah, it's the majority of them that they found you guys found each other through your community.
Yeah, a little bit of both. Friend of a friend or something like that, or they found me and like reached out, or I found them. And I would say half of the artists I've worked with are pretty much like unknown, up and coming amateur artists. And I don't say amateur in a way to disrespect, but just in like career amateur, not in style or animation. Like it's very professional artwork. But I think there was like 20 artists I worked with, and we would drop a piece of their art and help them raise $1,000 each. And I want to get back to that, and I had to slow everything down because I had so many artists reaching out that were really big artists that were trying to do this like fan art thing with me, and I'm like, this is for my little fish bros, like you know what I mean? It's like, so I had to build this community and or not community but team to filter everything out. And I'm really looking forward to getting back into like that fan art thing where like people can just send me a piece of art, I put it out for sale, and they get every dollar from every sale. I get nothing. And and I just want to help those artists sell their art.
Oh, that's badass. The thing that I'm so impressed by is your creativity and how fast and quick you are like with it, and it just keep innovating, you keep pushing things out constantly, and like you're saying, like credit to the team that's behind you helping you get all that stuff done. What are you super excited about, if anything, that's like coming next in the whole space, or something you're working on, or just a movie that's coming out, anything that's exciting you right now?
I don't know, man. I think I don't know, like it's all just speculation, but like I'm excited for a real world use case for non-fungible tokens, like I mentioned earlier. Like Planet Fitness gym membership should be a non-transferable or non-fungible token, and they could even make them non-transferable and non-burnable like we do on Wax, where like I could get a membership to Planet Fitness and I can't just resell that to you, right? I can't just transfer that. It has my name and number on it. It's my membership. And I think that, these businesses could do the similar things where it's like, yeah, maybe they don't want me to transfer my gym membership for insurance purposes, but they can still use this tech for non-transferable and non-burnable membership type things. Or I guess I could say it like this, but I can't say too much. But hypothetically, companies like Cracker Jacks could put NFTs inside their Cracker Jack boxes. And instead of getting a little sticker, you get a QR code. You scan the QR code out of your Cracker Jacks box, and now you have an NFT. And I'm excited for that, like something in the real world. And recently we had the Garbage Pail Kids, the tins. I keep them right by my computer here. This was like the first to me. This was a sign of what's to come.
Yeah.
I went to Walmart. I bought this, and inside there is an NFT.
Oh, yeah.
From the shelves of Walmart.
Yeah, we
That's
gave
what
some
I wanna
away.
see.
We did some giveaways from those on the show here. And Taco Bell, they did the little NFT thing for a second. Did you
Did
participate?
they do Rareable though?
I don't know what it was. I went there and asked, but it was over by the time I got there.
I
But
think they used Rareable.
Yeah.
But that was it. They didn't do. Yeah, I think I mentioned this on one of my podcasts. They did NFTs, but they didn't even have any utility. So it wasn't even like you could get like a taco a day
out of
or
it.
anything. Like, yeah, and I'm like, you have such a big business behind you to not provide any utility with.
Yeah, like spend a
I know,
little
when
time and figure it out.
When I saw your little bubblegum ball machines, that was kind of where my head went with it for sure. You know, like those things look pretty rad.
Thank you, man. I still have I have a physical big bubblegum machine in my like corner of my room here. And that is a me kind of a project. The physical machines, the NFTs, and all that. But I did sell some NFTs on that, and I want to get back to my bubblegum NFT project. I know a lot of people in my community were excited about it. But then I did Shitcoin 2021, and then at Shitcoin 2021. We were inspired to do the Bro Bros 420 and the Kenn token. So the bubblegum machine kept putting on the back burner, but that was for community things. So the thing for me is the bubblegum thing, but then I had to do Shitcoin, the conference, and that was for the community. And then I was like, wait, I have to do like something for the, or I have to organize this machine because I became a business. My name became a brand. I had to organize that. And that's where the Bro Bros membership and the Kenn token comes in. But right after I can get this Kenn thing working, where like the community is organized and the machines, really like set up to just keep going, I can go back to my bubblegum machines. And what I want to do with that, bro, is like you go to Walmart with your kid, and your kid's going to be able to get an NFT for $0.25 out of the friggin' bubble machine. They don't need KYC. They don't need to go through an exchange to go $0.25 into a token. They just need to get an NFT to play their little blankos, right? Put blankos in a vending machine, and that's what I got.
Oh
Yeah, that's so sick, super sick. Yeah, man, I'm so happy that you've come on the show today. Real quick, we haven't done this yet, but I believe the safe word today, because people are screaming in the chat room right now. I'm assuming the safe word of the day is bro. So every time you hear the word bro, we got to scream real loud, which everybody in the chat room has been doing. So, and we'll need that for the when we open up the giveaway. You'll need that safe word later in the hour.
I love that it's a safe word. I'm gonna have to use that in bed one time. I feel like that with no context, if I said bro in bed at any point in time, whoever is in bed with me would know something's up.
Yeah, definitely. If they know your space and your community, and they would be like, what? That'd be weird for them. I think.
Stop word.
Yeah, that's hysterical. So yeah, okay. So man, a lot going on. I'm just scrolling through the website here, and it seems like you've got a game coming as well.
Yeah, it's a race of sorts, but
okay.
Yeah. So when we have these memberships go out. You won't really be able to open or do anything until they're all sold, and then at one point we'll release the time in which people will be racing to find if they have the golden joint or a one of a bro or some sort of other
nice.
I think we were calling them constellation prizes. But yeah, if you get that golden joint, you will be lucky. You will be very happy. I can't say more than that because lawyers hate me, and all I can say is the more money you want to give away, the more of a legal fucking nightmare you create for yourself. I didn't understand until I wanted to give a bunch of money away how hard it is to legally, the keyword, legally give away money. Doing it on a tweet, like retweet, like that's illegal giveaways, okay? Doing it illegal, oof. And then for the person who wins it, your poor taxed ass. So I just want to say there will be a giveaway with that golden joint, but it's been a nightmare trying to put this all together, man. Like how I wanted it to be, is half of what I wanted, like what my dreams were, because of like regulations or potential legal issues, and hiring my team, having somebody help manage, assist, and get lawyers involved in LLC things and trademark thing, all this stuff that had to get done, man. It's been a nightmare, but it's been worth it so far because I know what it can do for the community.
Ken, you're scaring the shit out of me right now.
That golden, yeah, dude. That
just
golden,
on my own, with what we're doing over here on our side of things.
I've been
I'm like,
in talks for 6 months with lawyers, so
oh, great.
Yeah, it's scary. It's scary as shit, man. And it's all what ifs. It's all what ifs.
Oh,
and
man.
I'm like, well, how's a what if supposed to scare me? They're like, well, it's like, have you heard of it? Have you thought of it, not being grandfathered out of things and being held accountable for things that just appear one day? And yeah, they could write a law up tomorrow and hold us accountable to it, even though it didn't exist for the past lifetime. So it's weird shit like that.
Yeah, well, I was doing I did a collaboration with Upland where Mars had done the same thing, where we had done some created some block explorers for people to win inside the game, and they made promo NFTs for it, and one got sent to some dude who reached out to me and was like, "Please take me off this promo list. Please don't send me any more NFTs. The NFT laws and taxes in my country are ridiculous. I don't want to have anything to do with these things." And that was like, the end of transmission. That was it. But I was like, what the
$10,000 NFT.
I'm like, this was just like a little promo thing that they were sending out, little commercial. It wasn't worth anything, So what do you know about that? What is this guy talking about? What countries? And what are these tax laws? And am I and should I be worried?
All of them, and yes.
Yes.
I mean, well, dude, they got to consider the fact that the tax laws around non-fungible tokens or cryptos in general doesn't exist. So yeah, it will one day. It will exist, and they will hold us accountable to that as if we knew about it this whole time.
Right.
And that's the what if problem. So. That might be the conversations that person may have been having with their attorney, is like, when you're talking to an attorney or your tax consultant in general, they're going to be overly cautious talking to a client. They'd rather be hyper wrong in the over paranoid direction than hyper wrong in the don't give a fuck direction.
Right.
So they're going to scare the crap out of people that have the conversation. Like, tax season comes around. People that just got into crypto through NFTs, this is that year, and the conversations they're all going to be scary. And I think it's the lack of knowledge, because there's nothing to know, and then you get to the fear of not knowing. You have to make up your own thing. That's even worse than knowing, right? So I don't know what countries could be a problem, but I even know here in the U.S. it could be a huge potential problem. We just saw the first insider trading case pop up with OpenSea recently, and we don't know how that's going to be handled. That could be used as a red flag to have so much legislation written that you're probably going to get in trouble for owning one of your own NFTs that you sell.
Right.
Like, it could put us in jeopardy because of what they did at OpenSea.
Right. Yeah. Crap.
We don't know yet, and that's why I did wait so long to do like an actual Kenn token and take things more serious. And I've always said I'm not a professional. I always hid behind my bong and said, like, but things got serious as like the brand and myself grew and the community grew around it, and just started taking things more serious. Had those conversations, and
are you enjoying that? Are you enjoying? No, it's not fun.
No, it's not. It really isn't. But
is it killing your creativity a little bit?
No, it actually helps me more, man, because it motivates me to meditate and tap out of it, and like actually like think so far away from what's bothering me that my creativity runs a little bit more.
Yeah. See, for me, I feel like it's the frustration that fuels my creativity. So bring it. Like, I'm down. But I feel you on that level, but I think like you're on the right track. I think you have to do what you're doing in order to kind of keep going and taking it to the next level. And with all of like the use cases and things that are coming, like games and this and that, the things that we can do,
We have to do it before they do it, man. Like I needed to create Kenn token before McDonald's had a McDonald's token.
Right.
Because that's coming. Corporate community tokens are coming. And I wanted to be in that paradigm before they took over and controlled the paradigm shift, right? Like we could create our own tokens. We can start our own e-commerce and businesses. We can do all these things before they can. But once they get in, then they're competing with us. We don't have them to compete with right now. They're not even in the same ballpark as us over here. So know that and go full steam ahead, man.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel that same way. Like we're planning on releasing a feature film probably by the end of the year. And I get so nervous whenever I read like news articles about other filmmakers like doing stuff. I'm like, like it just gets nervous. Like Kevin Smith had done something with like a short film, and one of the things that he had
Gilroy.
Yeah, but
he
like
sold
I think
the rights of it, man.
Right, all out. Yeah, 100%. Like you can. And so I want to do something like that too. I want to have like a high-end rarity card, a small amount of them, and like the people that buy into that like have full rights, to like
something?
Yeah.
So I just came across this recently, and it would be a combination of what we just said in this new story, but recently somebody sold a photograph that they have taken. It's pretty world famous, and they sold it as an NFT, and at the time of the sale it went into public domain. So you could sell your movie to somebody, whatever, auction it off, and whatever it sells for after that, it's in the public domain. It's free to use. Anybody can touch that movie, use it for anything, but there's only that one NFT. That NFT is the only thing that has locked in the store of value of that public domain image. So technically you can still have something that locks the value while still also producing public domain. Once it's in public domain and you have an NFT of it, if you think about it, the more people that use it, the more value it's bringing back to the NFT.
Wow. Yeah, that's awesome. That's a really, it's like these types of things I want to add into everything I do. You know what I mean? Like once these use cases started to show up, it's like that's it seems like the name of the game. Like while you're standing there in the shower, like trying to create some new use case.
Yeah,
that's pretty rad. But yeah, I definitely want to do something like that where there's like a if you own this particular NFT that's tied to our film, it's like you can reproduce it and distribute it and whatnot, and it's yours.
Like, man, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's an amazing world, a whole new world.
And that's a world in which a 10-year-old could outbid me and end up owning a damn movie. And that's not possible right now outside of this space, man. And that's the part. Like, I know I keep going back to like kids and young, but like I really do, like, this isn't for us. We are the most boring use out of crypto in all of the human history is our generation right now.
I know.
We are literally getting the least amount of fun out of this, the least use, the least joy. But the kids today are going to be the ones that get the most benefit out of it.
Yeah.
Those darn kids.
Well, I gotta tell you a story real quick just about my son, Zion Scormelian, he's a huge fan of yours, loves all your work and everything. And
he just did the collab piece with Miss Teen Crypto.
Yeah, he put out the Miss Teen Crypto pageant 2020 piece with Miss Teen Crypto.
Oh, I got those. Yeah, I got that.
Awesome. Hell yeah. So like before, I think the first time I'd actually physically met you was at the Green Rabbit party. And before that, for like months, I'd wake up or whatever, and my son's always messing with me. And every day he would be like, Dad, bro, you a good guy? Just every day. And I'm like, well, I haven't met him yet. I only know him from Twitter or wherever, like we had interacted. So it's just hilarious, now that we were having you on the show, he was all excited for sure.
I hope I'm a good guy. That was a great party, by the way. I really do appreciate the team for inviting me out because it was like a last minute thing. And they were like, yo, bro, you're in town. I'm like, yeah, I'm in town. They're like, we're in town. Get over here. And I came on over, and like every person I met at that Green Rabbit party was just like so chill, kind, but also just like the energy and passion around the NFT shit was just like I knew that Green Rabbit was going to do something. You know what I mean? Because like the just seeing the community and just the energy, and it wasn't like a pump and dump ICO party. Been to plenty of them. It was just a party, and that was pretty damn cool, guys.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
Yeah, you killed it, by the way, bro. I was super impressed by you, man. Your interviews and shit, and your outfit, bro.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
10 out of 10 first impressions.
It's there you go. I enjoy this, you know. I enjoy talking to the community. I love talking about this stuff. It just feels like I learn from everyone, you know. Like you say it, I say it. Like none of these projects work without community. None of these projects work without the other projects, you know. Like it's the ones that are trying to be alone, I think, that are gonna die, and the ones that are willing to like interact and cross. So that's how this is gonna work. And also in a weird way, I feel like we need that because of the technology. You know, like for example, like today was the third day that Upland had canceled the release of Kansas City. You know, and it's like because there's too many people or whatever it is, it's like we need people to be spread out. We need this NFT from here to be able to be used over here and stuff, so I can go over here and do this with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we can like spread out and not be all jammed into one little spot. I think it's healthy.
We got to have more. We have to share the bandwidth and diversify it so we don't have a bottleneck in things like, you know, like you just mentioned. And that'll happen. You know, when you see, especially with NFT, and I don't want to say anything bad about Upland, right? But when you start to see a bottleneck in any project, that's usually a telltale of one or two things. It's either going to blow up or it's overblown already. And things like Upland and I would say like Splinterlands, what's another one? Uplift, Upland, Splinterlands, things like that may fall into a category of like these things are like so early and so many people on ball that I think they're undervalued in that sense, right? But there's some, like you can see, like look back at Gods Unchained, right? There were so many people in that community for so long, but nothing came of it. Now look where they're at. Basically, people consider that shit a scam. So it's like, you know, to me, when I see like a bottleneck momentum and Upland, like to me, like I said, it's one of the two things, and there's a lot of things that could tell which of the two it is. Upland's gonna blow the fuck up, guys. Like I don't know if you guys are ready for it, but I really see the potential in it, and I have since NFT NYC 2019. I met the team. And when I met them there, bro, I told them like, this is genius. Like and they were talking about the roadmap and I was like, bro, this is exactly what we need is just fun, bro. And it's so much fun. Upland. I have some land in Upland, some property, not to like pump my own bags and shit, but like I play it because it's fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you want into Buena Vista. That's my hood. That's where the Mount Olympus is from Mars, Utah. So.
Dude, a year ago, I was trying to get them to hire me or not. I don't know if it was hire me or whatever, but like let me basically be like the manager of like the Philadelphia or Pennsylvania plot. Because I was trying my best to shill it, and people that like around me are in the tri-state area. So like they wanted Pennsylvania or Philadelphia type stuff. And yeah, it didn't work out, but I tried, man. I think I could have been a Century 21 salesman.
They do have the franchise thing on there ever since I started playing, but I don't know.
That might be what I have to reapply for then. I got to do something because I do shill that shit on the regular offline, even like because like a lot of my friends ask like, what's an NFT game or a crypto game, and I'm like, well, the easiest kind of one to get on your phone is Upland. Like just check it out. It's like what you're used to with Farmville and shit. It's like the most relatable crypto game I can compare anything to is Upland.
Yeah, and that was like sort of that's their intention, and their idea was to try to make it as idiot friendly as possible.
Yeah, they went for like the mom and pop Facebook game style shit, and that's what's blowing up. That's what people want.
Yeah. Well, I remember, you know, before all this play to earn stuff was out there was some like world domination bullshit game on Google that I found myself like playing it, and I wasn't willing to put money into it, but I was going nowhere. But I spent hours playing this game, and there was other people that were spending like hundreds, if not thousands of dollars and they weren't getting anything back. You're not getting anything from these things. It's insane, but the addiction level is real.
Clash of Clans, man. I had to quit that game like crap, bro. I had to call Google, like, please stop letting me reinstall this game.
Yeah, I've told this story a couple of times, but I had solitary on my phone, and there had all these challenges, and the last challenge was win 500 games. So I was like, cool, I've done all the other ones. Let me just do 500 games. And then I made the mistake at looking at my stats page, and it said that I had fucking played this game for 2 weeks solid. It was 2 weeks of time I'd played, and I was like, once I get to 500, I'm retiring, and I've not played another game. So I feel like I've done enough in my life. I've played over 2 weeks of it. I don't need to fucking play that game ever again.
Adult Swim's TV show called Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh yeah.
Scene in it where the caveman comes back from the past into the future, and he's like, Soltar. You kind of have the hair, and you could definitely be the caveman. Just need the bow tie. Soltar.
Oh, yeah. That's amazing. Zoltar's that's a common movie that keeps coming up here on the Upland Action News. So. Oh, that's Zardos. Yeah, no, I'm thinking of it. Yeah, that's right. I screwed that one up.
Solitary weird Zoltar.
Yeah, no, for real. Well, I mean, shit.
Marvel fighting game addiction. I think I played it for like 4 years on my phone. There were guys who spent thousands of dollars like every month on that game. It was insane.
See, I pride myself on I never spent any money on the game Apex Legends, but I play it way too much. But I've never put money into it. So it's like it makes me feel every time I play it, I feel like I'm taking money from the company. You know what I mean? Because like they're paying for the servers, they're paying for all this shit, and I have never bought a skin. I'm like, I feel like a thief at this point.
Yeah. There's a fella that made it all the way up to like 1 million UPX in Upland without spending a dime. He just like humped the system and made his way up to like, the highest level rank that you could be at the time. Just by, I don't know. You can do it. It just takes time, I guess. It takes time. I mean, they're built to like suck you in and start putting more money in. Like that's what happened to me with Splinterlands. Like I was playing for free, kind of just doing my daily challenges, collecting my cards, and then after a certain amount of time, I was like, well, I got $20 here in my PayPal. I'll just buy a few more cards, and then eventually I sold them all and bought Upland land. So
I was gonna say, if you would have waited, you got paid tokens just for holding your cards.
I know. I saw
delayed gratification is what crypto's all about.
I know. I'm still learning that. I'm still learning. It's hard. It's hard to wait.
Yeah, it is. No, it really is. That's why I think with NFTs, for me, it's easier than with like shitcoins, because it's harder for me to part with a piece of art than it is like a random faceless shitcoin.
Oh, heck yes.
I've been lucky enough to hold my crypto kitties from when I first got them. I wasn't smart enough to hold my first Bitcoin when I got it, but I got my first crypto kitty still. That's because it was cute and I liked it and I didn't want to see it go. And yeah, I think we're gonna see, potentially non-fungible like NFTs as a bill makes sense, right? You have a non-fungible bill. It could be a dollar bill. Like stable coins and stable NFTs just seems to be a thing that makes sense to me. Like I feel like we're going to start to see these like NFT currencies coming.
Right. Yeah, I can see that. And I don't see why not either.
I made a penny NFT and sold it for a penny.
Yeah.
Just in case
money left.
Just in case somebody like says they made the world's first NFT penny, I'd be like, no, that was me.
Yeah, I made a pig dollar on the Hive blockchain. It was an NFT. It was just a dollar bill looking thing with the pigs on it, and I had backed it with some of our token, which is an ERC20 token, some Left token, and somebody bought it right away, and it was a piece of shit. Like it wasn't a very good piece of art. I made it with something I found online real quick, and so there's a pig dollar out there somewhere. So yeah, I mean, when I first when NFTs first blew up in my mind, it was like I was thinking like, why don't we just make money? Why don't we just take like $100 bill, a $5 bill, $1 bill, and like make these into what, you know, like what it was like one of the things. The other thing that came up was like, should I be making NFTs of like my fingers and my hands, you know, like of everything, like and like try to sell away my body?
I thought about doing that too. I made an NFT with a buddy Bishop of mine where I have a picture of this side of my neck. And if you buy the NFT, you get to tattoo whatever you want on my freaking neck.
Yeah.
And so it would be a great idea to NFT a little spot of your body and sell it off. And
yeah, there's a dude.
Doritos will buy it. And you get stuck with a Doritos logo.
There's a dude who goes by Mr. NFT on the Twitters. He does like art for Upland. But he did that on his back. He put like a big square with other squares on the back, and he's auctioning off each one for, I think it's like an ETH or something like that. And you get
squares, 1 ETH each
yeah,
square.
And then you get to put like, I mean, you know, like he's not gonna let you put like a swastika or whatnot on there, but like within like, you know, certain reason.
I might let a dick get tattooed on me.
A dick,
as
yeah.
long as it isn't in the shape of a swastika.
Yeah. Well, Dick's tattoos are really great. They're funny.
Dick butts.
Yeah,
you know, it really scared me though. Like seriously, I get scared about this stuff because I don't want to say it because it scares me even more to say it. But I hope whatever. Anyway, we got to face our fears. What if Craig Wright buys that NFT and makes me get his face tattooed on my neck?
Oh wow! Why'd you say that out loud?
Right. Like
yeah, you're just putting that out there. That's scary.
Because that NFT exists.
Yeah. Wow. I kind of want that to happen now, just so you, just because you put it out there.
No, I have a man on my word, so I'd have to damn do it. But like, that's the thing. Like, you know, obviously I wouldn't do like you mentioned, like swats or something like that. But it's like, you know, if somebody paid it that money for it and wanted to just be humorous, I would definitely do it. I'd have to. I mean, the amount of you know how bad this hurt, and I did it for the lulz.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yeah, I have real diamond hands.
That's amazing. Yeah, I love that.
It hurt.
Don't do it.
I recommend investing in a bidet the day before your hand tattoo.
Are you a bidet man now?
I am actually. Yeah,
same here. Proud.
This is the toilet paper shortage of 2020. I've been a bidet.
Didn't bother me at all.
It didn't bother me at all.
Didn't even know about it, did you?
I didn't. There was a shortage. Garment shortage.
Well, you know, I got what we're here. Let me see if I can find it here. I bought an NFT the other day. It's Bad Kids Alley. It's on the ETH side of things. I got in at the last second, and I went into the room and I started chatting. And so, you know, I have the Metaphors comics in my title of my name, and somebody was asking about that, and then seconds later, I was into a conversation with the dude that runs Bad Kids Alley, as well as tomorrow they have the Dino Gangs drop. This guy's in the mix with a few things, but he's actually going to come on the show tomorrow. But he's got this whole comic book thing, Mars. It's comic booked. It's like a business comic book deal thing that he's been running for like over 10 years and stuff. So he's interested in our Metaphors comic. And I was like, whoa, we're interested in your comic booked. So it'll be interesting to have him on tomorrow and figure out what this whole world is about. But
yeah, very interesting.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. I actually tried to talk a comic book artist into doing NFTs like 2.5, maybe 3 years ago at a comic convention I went to. I got their book. I went to a Comic Con and gave away crypto to people that were in costume and all this stuff, and tried to convince like artists there and comic books to make like NFTs. And
well, we're gonna have to do a bro Metaphors. We have the Lore Stories, which is our other comic book, which is designed for collaborations. We're gonna have to do a Lore Stories of Bro. I think that's gonna have to happen. That would be fun.
Yeah, for sure. I'm actually pretty immortalized in various different things, whether it's a different
don't I know it
or so it'd be cool.
You're like Ronald McDonald of the metaverse in a way, like, and I mean that as a positive.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I did try to be as active as I could in the crypto world, to be in the background of as many pictures as I could be. You know, like people are going to have to put the history of crypto together, and I'm going to be in the background of a hell of a lot of conference photos.
I found a video of you calling somebody out at a conference that was pretty awesome.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's a few of those
like,
floating around.
Yeah. I was glad to find that one. Made me happy.
Find somebody that did a friend of mine wrong or me wrong, and especially at a conference, I don't know how those people feel safe to show up, and I want to make sure that they don't feel too safe to show up at the next one.
God damn, look at the chat. They're just screaming. We just keep saying bro over and over again. They're going nuts. That's beautiful. Wow,
it's like a tick at this point.
Yeah. Oh, it's amazing. All right. Well, maybe we should get into the portion of the show where we use that safe word and give away some NFTs. We give away NFTs daily here, Ken. I don't know if you knew that or not.
I didn't, but I have a few I could. What kind of NFTs do you give away?
Well, I've got an Action family club card that I'm going to throw up into the grubfish pond. So that's for certainly going to go in there. Let's see, what else do I have?
I have a 75. Lowest listing is 120. $120 NFT I'll send you, called Bitcoin Kids Mystery Pack. Mint number 463 out of 10,000. But yeah, they're going for like $100. I'll send one over to you guys.
Awesome.
And you can send it to somebody in your community.
Badass. All right, I'm gonna also put up some whole new lands, which is our it's a lefty hole. It used to be called rabbit holes, but we're now migrating over to a new wallet, and it's now lefty holes. And so it's the third card in the series. So we'll put some of those up into the pond as well. I'm also going to go and I'll buy a common comic, or Metaphors comic, to throw that into the old pond as well. So
I can throw one of those in if you'd like.
Sure. Yeah. I of course I like.
And I'm going to send you guys 10 of my virtual reality collectibles, Kenny doll. It's a VR virtual, it's an AR, augmented reality NFT that you can collect. So I just sent you a link in here for them. So you got a claim link.
Okay,
so
great.
I sent you 11 NFTs in total to give to your community. But these are dolls, and you can take your phone out and like see them in the room, and you can kind of like a statue. You can like place it on the rug. Yeah, it's really cool. And then you can dress it up too. So like it comes in as underwear, but then you can put a fanny pack, a hat. You can get them a blunt so we smoke in. It's like an action figure NFT that you can add accessories to and play with it in augmented reality. And it's only like a freaking $1 NFT. Like, you know what I mean? I could have charged so much, but I actually paid my artist a lot more so I could sell it for a lot less.
Yo.
Was that the one that was in Stash's yard?
Yeah.
I saw that.
Yeah, dude. I could have sold these for some, but I wanted it to be like a dollar store toy type of thing. Like it wasn't about making. It was about just getting a toy into people's hands. And this is the kind of stuff I want to put in the bubblegum machines. These are the kind of things I want kids to get for $1. Like these augmented reality, Dutchies and Kennies and all kinds of cool little toys. Because it doesn't cost much, and for $1, they add up over time. It'll pay for itself.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. I love this little AR little avatar duty that you can dress up.
Yeah,
that's
dude,
badass.
I think it's cool as shit, man. Because like that, it's me. It's so me. I can't wait to be dead so my friends can hang out with it.
You can go to your own funeral.
That's exactly it. I will be able to attend. Yes, that is so. Thank you for that.
I love that. You got to put that in the will.
Felt so good about like mortality.
In the will.
Yeah, you got to put that in the will. That's so good.
Whoever brings me to my own funeral gets a fucking airdrop. That's
That's genius.
Oh my god.
Wow, I love it. I absolutely love it.
Airdrops from heaven. Let's go.
All right. Well, on that note, if you go to the top of the YouTube chat, you'll find a pinned message that says Action NFT Wednesday giveaway. The form is now open, so start using that safe word and your wax address, and we will get you into the grubfish pond. And hopefully you'll win something, hopefully. It's a good day. It's a good day to win. All right, and they're coming in hot. Beautiful, beautiful. Everybody, thank you guys for smashing that like button. And if you're new, subscribe. And if you want to win NFTs, come back every day. Or if you want to win high-end NFTs, and if you want to get in on the Action Family raffle, then you need to get yourself an Action Family Club card. So rock and roll. And the rules are going to change here. The safe word's going to go away here soon. And things are going to be different around here, so pay attention. All right, let me grab these addresses and put them into the pond. Bro. Ah! All right. Okay, got the addresses, going over to the old pond. In here. All right.
I hope I've made Bro so synonymous with myself that Hollywood can't steal it from me.
Yeah, no, it's yours forever, I think. It's yours.
A buddy of mine is in the WWE. Matt Riddle is the king of the bros.
That's
You guys might have a showdown.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God, I'd love to see Bozak in the WWE. Are you kidding?
Yeah, tag team
And then
match
over in the
with
corner,
Riddle.
You've got your doll. You've got your AR
Remember
doll
Matt
in
Riddle
the corner.
from the
I was
UFC?
talking to 8-Bit Slammers about getting me in their little universe as a wrestler.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start off the old pond here, get these fishies swimming. And there they are. And right away, JHKR2.wham is on acid and started spinning like crazy. But
He's tripping out.
yeah, but sorted himself out right. Doesn't look like he's going to explode.
I don't
At
wanna
least
get
not
in
just
trouble.
yet.
Okay.
I
Must have been a friend.
got something in here that I think you'd know what it is if I said it was
Is that weed?
No, it's psychedelics.
Oh,
I just don't
Jesus
wanna-
Christ.
I don't know. Can I turn it around? I don't want to get you in trouble. And
I don't know if I can get in trouble, if you will. I don't know the rules.
Yeah, you know what? I can just eat one though, right?
Wow.
Like one of these guys.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Chaki.
Oh, have a nice afternoon.
A little microdose.
Oh, I don't have a drink in here. Haha. Let me. I looked at my cup and I was like, yeah, that's empty.
Yeah.
Take it dry like a savage.
You know who did that and really impressed me?
Oh.
Mike Tyson.
Whoa.
I
yeah,
say
that's
M
good.
blue.
No, Mike Tyson was on a podcast and he just ate 5 grams out of nowhere dry, and he was just chewing on it for 40 minutes like it was tobacco chew.
What a
Yeah,
beast.
I didn't see that. Maniac.
He's like, yeah, that's a snack. I'm like, I want to hang out with this dude.
That was a hero's dose too. Nothing.
I want to hang out with that guy. On that note, I was like, wow, okay,
That's scary.
here I am. Yeah, I gotta take that out. I don't have a drink. I'd be sitting here coughing.
Come on his Hotbox
Come on,
podcast.
Ethan.
That would be dope.
All right, so the grubfish is part of the day is over. Let's go right into the dance off. Get these mushrooms dancing since we're on the topic. All right, the mushrooms are all dancing, babies and gentlemen. Look at them go. All right, I'm going to clear off the chat and the Zoom so everybody can see their mushrooms. There we go. I wish this song, I don't know why I can't get it louder anymore. It's the best song in the world.
Have you heard my song by M Blue and Corey?
No. I didn't know they had a song about you. I got to hear
No,
that.
they made me my own theme song. I have my own theme song,
Oh,
full-fledged. Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I got to hear that.
It's
Is it the
available
digital
for
vinyl
only,
one?
yeah, the digital vinyl. It's available for only $1.
Oh, sick. I'll go pick it up. Yeah, what happened with them? They were airdropping all these songs and stuff, and I haven't gotten a song in a minute.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit more active on the blending and joining, whitelisting, verifying. They're doing a lot of proactiveness to get rid of a lot of the leechers and I would say scalpers in that little community.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
I
the
always
more
get
active you are, the
confused.
better.
I get confused between Yoshi and Uplift World. Like sometimes I'm like looking for something. I'm like, where the fuck can't find this NFT? And I'm like looking in the wrong collection.
Yeah,
Whoa.
I do that too with Yoshi and Uplift, actually.
Yeah, it's weird how I cut across the streams. All right, we have winners. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll put this the winners list into the Zoom chat there for you, Mars, if you want to use it to deliver. And yeah, I have all sorts of prizes. The ones from Ken, the ones from the Action Family Clubcard, the Metaphors comic book. Who are you going to give your comic book to, Mr. Mars, so I don't double up?
I will give it to the winner.
Okay, top one.
Yes.
All righty. So number 2, we'll get the big Bozak prize. And what was that? The big one that you sent in?
Giving him a big Bozak?
That was the Bitcoin kid packs from Graffiti Kings.
Okay, yep. All right. That's you, CJMB.wham. And then
$100 right there, guys.
Yeah, congratulations on that. AS5GA.wham will give you the Action Family Club card, and then MLXQY.wham. You'll get the other metaphors, and then we'll give 1 through 10. We'll get the. No, wait a minute. You gave 10. I want one. So the top 7. Because I'll give one to you guys, Mars and Emmett. You're getting one too. So the top 7 will get the other Avatar dolls because I'm not parting ways.
Because I already bought one.
Okay, all right. So we'll put up the top 8. But I'm giving one to my brother Emmett. And I'm keeping one. Sorry, Ken. Has to be done. So awesome blossom. I'll give you all these out at the end of after I get off the air here, so I don't.
And like I said, they're only $1. People can pick them up on NFTs, NFTforsale.com.
Yeah, I'll start picking them up and giving them away on the show too, because that's a super wicked, awesome piece there. So awesome blossom, man. Ken, thank you so much for joining us today. It's so super fun, very very educational. I feel like I learned a lot today. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was good to hang out with LeftHousr, his brother Right House, and the luchador himself. Man, yo, seriously, dude, it was a lot of fun hanging out in person, and I hope I can catch you again. If there's another Green Rabbit event, let me know, and I'll see if I can book a flight and an Airbnb, because shit was hella fun, dude.
Absolutely,
man, laughs. Not too often you get to make the Boys in the Hood cheeseburger dick sucking jokes at parties. So
right. It was right there, man. It was perfect. Yeah.
Mars is out in New York as well, so maybe he can hit your Halloween party.
Oh, dude, yeah. Halloween costume party. It's going to be a thing. NFT NYC is a thing in New York that's already happening, so there'll be people around.
Yeah, and, maybe Bonds and I'll have to make our way down there.
I got to show this off one more again. This is the tattoo I got at the party.
Oh wow, yeah.
And then I got this guy up here to keep an eye on him. It just seemed to make sense. But yeah, I got my tattoo looking good, man, and maybe I could get another one next time I see us.
Well, why not? Fuck it. Get tatted up.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. I'm going to share your website in the chat here as well. And, man, great show. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. We'll be back tomorrow with the dude from Bad Kids Alley and a bunch of other projects, the comic books, and, see what's going on over there. Anything you want to say to the people, Mars, before we get out of here?
No, just a fantastic day, and I figured out by the end of the show, I remember it's Wednesday now, so I got that sorted out. So yeah, just looking forward to the rest of the week. It was a solid chat. Happy to
Hump Day.
talk to Ken again. Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks for the memorable Hump Day, bros.
Indeed. Emmett, take us out of here.
As always,
clean up lately
here on the Upland Action News is action packed with the Action family. The CEO of NFTs stopped by today, learned a lot. Great to talk to you, Ken. Keep doing your own thing and staying in your own lane. Babies and gentlemen, we'll be back tomorrow. Thursday is upon us, and we got a lot of action to cover. We'll see you then. Bye-bye.
Have a day.
Man, he's getting good.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I can play the intro. It came back in the middle of the show, the drive. Let's see if I can get it back up and live here. Come on, take us out. Take us out. Dun, 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 dun. No, that's the Fight Pod song. That's the old one. All right, I'm just going to hang up then. There's no outro today. No
You hang
outro.
up.